the Sega Super Show. So we have this show and one more show after this, and then we are done packing before we head to Japan. We have 25 boxes to pack for this show.
One big one.
And one big one. So let's go ahead and get started. So our first item is going to 80s Broken. They picked up a complete Earthworm gym right here. Lovely. Alright. Our next item is going to Big Bob 39. And they picked up a copy of Desert Demolition with Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner for the Sega.
All the cards have been cleaned.
Yeah, all the cards have been cleaned. Little Mouse took care of those
I
today.
did most of them, but he did not.
General did some of them. Little Mouse did some of them. Alright, so that was Big Bob. Alright, up next we have Big Kramer 75, and they picked up Silent Hill Shattered Memories for the PlayStation Portable. Again, we appreciate y'all and all the love and support, all the purchases, the streamer support, just being here and hanging out with us. That was Big Kramer. Up next is Braves 1352. And they picked up Guardian Heroes for the Sega Saturn, CIB. Pretty sure. Yeah, you got a couple of things from this show. Looking lovely. This is kind of a heavy game, as an expensive game, so I'm going to make sure that it's packed in a slightly larger box. I'm not trying to make it fit in the other little thing.
We're not going to jelly it into the box.
Yeah, no jellying it into the box.
Maybe jam, but not jelly.
Ah, good shot.
With the murder heinous.
Yep. The bullet went in my eyeball. All right. That is Braves 1352. He's like, I didn't order anything for Amazon. Beautiful. All right. Up next we have CJ Games, and CJ Games picked up this The Simpsons Bart versus the Space Mutants. I think that's yeah, I bet. Jake's like, yeah, it's kind of weird sitting through the first 2 shows not hearing my name.
It's alright, it happens. I'm not a big Sega fan either. That's why I sell it the first chance I get.
No, he was saying that he didn't buy anything out of the first 2 shows, or didn't get anything out of the first 2 shows. Because the first one was the giveaway show. The second one was the... I don't remember what it was. The random show. Because you get it early in the morning.
The last show is going to take us a little bit longer to prep because there's some Pokemon stuff I have to go get out of the closet. Plus, we got to set up the cords for the Sega stuff that's sold.
Yep. Okay, so this is Corgi Omega. They're the next order. And they picked up NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Mutant League Football, Frogger, F-15 Strike Eagle 2, and Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure.
That's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games. As Chase would say, games, games, games. Okay, Corgi Omega. Up next is Devil and I. Devil! Devil picked up 5 items. I need you to get a full set of the Pocky.
A full set, that's right. See? I knew it. You could wait to use me and get a lot of my skills.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I got fat dogs.
Alright, so you picked up the full set of Pocky. You got Echo the Dolphin for the Game Gear. You got a Bugs Bunny Double Trouble for the Game Gear. You got Godzilla! And then you got Sonic Racing, or Sonic R, for the Sega Saturn. What's up, DCJRST10? How's it going? Yeah. See, Sega was the only thing I had growing up other than the PC. And so, not that I collect it heavily. Literally the only series that I care to collect is Shining Force. Because it was the first game on the console that I ever beat. And so it has that like sentimental value to me. Then the other stuff I really like is PC games. So like I was saying, the Dungeons and Dragons game, Diablo, like the original Diablo, Diablo 2. I played all of those growing up, so. Probably should put that in a big box.
Here you go. I gotta pee. Just be careful with those, they're precious. I go into some of them precious.
Yeah. See, I did like the Sega, like, I liked the Mortal Kombat games. I just didn't have one. And then I got a PlayStation console, I guess when I was like 13. But I only had like 2 games. And one of them was the Jets, I don't even know what it's called. Jet Moto, I think. It's like the jet ski game. And then I had Resident Evil because my friend got it. And her mom said it was too demonic. And so she wasn't allowed to keep it. So she gave it to me. And then I couldn't figure out how to get past the first level. So I never played it. I didn't know you could just walk, you know. Alright, so you got your Sonic in there, got your Godzilla, got those. I think I'm just going to put that in a big bubble too. Interesting. This whole time I didn't realize that these were also perforated, and apparently they are. There we go. Oops. Tape. Oh, the one game, I do remember another game I had on the PlayStation was like Bubble Bobble. You know, the one where you like stick the little bubbles together. Kind of like Bejeweled. Alright, so this should be pretty nice, Devil. The Pockies are like kind of separated. The Ryu ones are on the bottom and they're like put together in a stack of 3. And the bubble wrap's tucked around it. And then the Chun-Li ones are on top, packed in pretty loosely, with bubble wrap on top of it. So they shouldn't get like jiggled around. See, I wasn't even, my parents were a little weird. I wasn't allowed to have Nintendo stuff growing up. So, I didn't get a Nintendo 64. Like, I would play it over at my friend's house, but I wasn't allowed to like actually have one. So, but like I love playing like Conker's Bad Fur Day and stuff like that. And GoldenEye and Turok. Those were always so much fun. But I also played like StarCraft and like Warcraft. The original ones, not like WoW. So yeah, that was cool. Alright, so that was Devil and I's package. And then up next is Dweebo the Geek. Dweebo picked up 3 items. They picked up Techno Super Bowl, Toe Jam and Earl, and Tiny Toon Adventures Buster's Hidden Treasure. But I was also kind of like, I did play Toe Jam and Earl. I was kind of I guess, a nerd growing up. Like, I spent a lot of time at school, in school things. I was a cheerleader, I was in band, I was the editor of the yearbook, that kind of stuff. But I didn't have time for video games. So I spent a lot of time, like, competing in academic competitions and stuff like that growing up. I tried to not be home as much as possible. So... graduated really early. I graduated when I was 16 and went to Texas A&M at 16. So, and then I joined the military at 17. So I just kind of never had time. Like, people were like, oh yeah, in like 99, 2000, like, or 2001, I was playing this game. And I was like, I was in boot camp and I was in training and in the Navy. So yeah, I missed all of that stuff. Alright, so up next is Hearst King. And Hearst King picked up 2 items. They picked up Dungeons and Dragons for the Sega Genesis. Yeah, I didn't like WoW. Like, I played it because I was a DM for a while. I got Beavis and Butthead too. But I just... So, I'm not a huge fan of games that you have to grind to be able to compete with people. I don't like PvP games. I'm not very good at aiming at people, especially when it comes to like fast reaction time or like fast trigger time. Like, I need more of a spray and pray kind of thing, or a, like, you know, point and click situation. So I always had a hard time with games like that. But like, I loved StarCraft, and there was this other one, oh shoot, I always forget what it's called. But it was like, it was kind of like StarCraft, where you like build up your base, but it was like fantasy based. So you had like vampires and fairies and giants and knights and stuff like that. You would pick the race that you were, you would build up your town, you would fight against the other races, and then like once you fought their city enough, then you would go into like a chess match with them, essentially, or checkers kind of, and you would like play square by square, and each character had its own little like action that it could do. So like the vampires drained life, and the fairies could heal, and they had treants and stuff like that. So I always forget what it's called. Like, it's not Dungeon Keeper, but it's something along the lines like that, or Hero Mage Knight, something like that. But I really like that game. I like fantasy games. And I played StarCraft like back in the day when it was still, you know, like you build up your base, you go fight people kind of situation. Axis and Allies, I think that's the other kind of game like that. I was also really into music. Like I said, I was in the band, I was in the jazz band, I played trumpet, and I played bass guitar. So like, I really didn't have a ton of time to be playing video games. All right, so ISN Soccer is up next. They picked up, they won a Pocky, and they picked up Andretti Racing for the Saturn. Ooh, it still has like the registration card. The foam looks like sheesh, but got the registration card, so that's cool. Yes, okay, but yeah, original Blizzard games were so good. Like, I remember, dude, okay, like, I remember the first time loading up Diablo and seeing the blood drip from the eyeball when the Raven, like, has the eyeball and it's flying, and just being like, holy shit, what am I about to play? And then, like, because, I mean, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons games since MS-DOS. Like, the TSI Dungeons and Dragons games, like, literally, it was less pixels than Mario, you know? And like I said, they were CMYK, so you had, like, the cyan, the magenta, and the yellow, and the white, and that's how you, like, made your character, and then you roll your character, or whatever. So when I saw Diablo and the graphics, like, it blew my freaking mind. I was like, holy cow, this is so cool. And then, fighting the Butcher for the first time, whew, like, I feel like the Butcher was scarier than anything else on the game, like, to be honest. And I would always get pissed, like, when I'd start the game over, you know, because I beat Diablo a couple times. Whenever you'd start it over and you wouldn't get to fight the Butcher the first round, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, no, I need to fight the Butcher. It's like, is it even Diablo if you're not fighting him? I was always playing, like, the archer, so I would have, like, 1,000,000 arrows. I was so cheap. And then, like, I love that you could literally store all of your inventory in town. I would just have piles and piles of gold in town. I still say the stuff that Deckard Cain would say, like, stay a while and listen. Like, my sister and I would play, and one of us would be in charge of the hotkeys. So I'd be like, quick, Courtney, hit the one button so you can do my recharge my magic points or my health points or whatever. My mana. So. Alright, up next is Gelgato. Gelgato picked up the Dreamcast that's right here. It's got a Dreamcast, a VMU, it's got the game Sega Smash Pack, and it's got the controllers right here. Hey, stop it. My dogs are so weird. They get all crazy the day they get baths. So they start acting up. They all got baths today. Gato. Okay, up next is Maddie D. And Maddie D picked up 2 items. He picked up Aladdin and he picked up the Genesis 6-pack. Oh, Brim, you're so cute. So when my other 2 dogs are arguing, my one dog is on the couch with his little feet in the air. Always went Barbarian. Yeah. Like, I liked playing the Barbarian, but I like being a girl more. And dude, like when the second game came out and you had all the choices, and then you could pay for the cow upgrade or whatever it was called, expansion. But that's when like PvP came out and I got so nervous. Like I was just like, I can't do this. Alright, up next is Megatron X Matt. They picked up 3 games. They picked up FIFA International Soccer World Series Baseball and the San Diego Zoo presents Animals. And I am going to wait to pack the large box last just because it's so many items. I want to make sure that I have all the other stuff out of the way first. Somehow, Corgi Omega, I managed to, like, not only did I forget to pack your packing slip in your box, I ripped it in half. So, it's in the very bottom of your box. General ran off somewhere. Alright. Okay, up next is Michael Mick. And he picked up Jurassic Park for the Sega. And then we have Midian 75. Midian picked up Tasmania for the Sega. Hey, what's up, Chef Fish? How are you? Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I know. I try really, like, I don't want anybody's stuff to get damaged or wet or anything like that. Like, again, like, I try to pack things the way that I would want to pack. I mean, the boxes might not look the most beautiful on the outside, but the inside is taken care of. Yeah, they were teasing you earlier. They were like, Chef Fish isn't here, but, you know, if you don't be careful, you're going to get that 4.75 rating again for your packing, even though she already picked up the stuff. And I was like, I know, I should pack better. Alright, so up next is Mon Mon. Mon Mon picked up Panzer Dragon, or Dragoon, for the Sega Saturn. That's really weird that it's in a repro case. And then they also picked up Sonic Spinball. But yeah, no, I'm working the late shift. I have this one to pack, and then I still have to pack the show from last night. So I've already packed like 30 or 40 items. Oh, probably more than that. Shoot, I don't even know. But yeah, the next show is 49 boxes, 97 items. So that one's gonna take me quite a while. But yeah, what I've been doing, Chef, is I pack each show individually so that I'm not, like, if I were to have to go back and review the footage because I made a mistake with something, I want to make sure to keep the shows all separated. And then it gives me time to, like, not get any of the inventory mixed up or anything like that, too, because it's just a lot of stuff. Normally we don't do 4 shows in a matter of 3 days, so... Alright, so up next is OTY Mac, and they picked up 7 items. They picked up World Grand Prix, the Mega cartridge. They also got the Flintstones right here. I'll show that one. It's missing the front cover of the manual, but the cart is beautiful. It looks like it's some sort of sticker or something on there. Then they also picked up, what is this, Fatal Fury. They picked up Outrun 2019. They picked up Target Earth. Then they picked up Tiny Toon Adventures. And then they picked up Raiden Trod. Yeah, I drank a 5-hour energy before I started. I was like, I'm gonna need that. Yeah, and what's silly, Chef, is tomorrow morning I had the genius idea. This is why I should have packed all this stuff the other day. I had the genius idea of making an appointment to get my nails done at 7 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I gotta pack all this and then be there at 7 in the morning. Not that I can't do it. It's like definitely it's doable, but still. This whole damn time I've been cutting these and they've been perforated. Y'all, I don't even know sometimes. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Sorry, I was sitting there. Yeah. You're like, no, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was worried. Because of the tabs on the boxes on these, I was worried about how I packed it. That's why I put that extra layer of bubble wrap on top. And then I packed it like kind of loosely when I originally wrapped it with the bubble wrap. So shouldn't shouldn't have any issues.
So many issues.
You're so many issues.
There's so many issues. We got a new follower on Twitch. Their name is Chipod. So Chipod, if you're watching, thank you.
So Paul ATX got Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge, but they also picked up Streets of Rage, cartridge only. But I don't see it.
Streets of Rage. Did you pack it in another box?
No, I went over everybody's items and I showed them.
Pull it. Let me see that list. Real quick. Yeah, there was a Streets of Rage. It was in there. So there was a Fatal Fury. There was a Streets of Rage in there.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that I've looked at everybody's stuff when I was laying it all out. That's Mega Man. Let me see.
Check to see if it's in that guy's box. Because maybe it got mixed up with the stuff that Ronan was, it would be in the left-hand corner. There's a stack of Street Fighter Curry. You're doing too much. In the left corner, those are all the games. So it kind of got mixed in with there.
I did look at them. It's a GameCube, Game Gear game. So those are the Game Gear games.
Oh, it's a Game Gear game?
Yes.
Yes, so it's a super small game.
Yeah, I know what they look like.
I'm gonna see what's there. You said Genesis right there.
No, I did not say Game Gear. The only persons whose it could be in would be Devil and Eyes, because that's the last set of Game Gear games that I packed. Dolphin.
Is that Devils?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check one more time in this other box.
Alright, so it wasn't in that one. Let me go and look and see who else had, Yeah, he is. Yeah, it still hurts him just a little bit. I gotta check and make sure that I didn't accidentally pack that Streets of Rage in somebody else's box. But yeah, I mean, the nice thing about us living close by is that you can always come by and get stuff whenever you want. You don't have to buy it through Whatnot.
So it's not in the only other box it would have been in if it did get moved.
So only 3 people got Game Gear games.
I understand.
So Devil and I got his, and I just checked his box.
Okay.
And I haven't packed the Mega Man one yet.
So all I know is everything was over here.
Well, when I laid everything out, that was the only thing that was there. So these are just empty boxes. So can I really just close up that box and not put that back in there?
I have no idea. There's so much stuff on the floor I couldn't tell you.
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Well, it's hard to see what everything's going at.
No. I'm gonna have to go through everybody's box and see if I put it in there.
I mean, I don't think you would have grabbed it, would you? For any reason?
Is this it right here?
Looks like it. That's why I was picking up the stuff off the floor.
It wasn't anywhere near what you were picking up.
It is. I just moved all that stuff.
No, you.
It is on the floor. It got knocked off. That's why you get 4s.
Yep, that's exactly why I get 4s. If you pack, you'd get 0s.
Mm-hmm. I pack. Ooh, balance fight! Take those scissors in the middle.
Alright.
I should let you pack it.
Okay. Make sure I got all your poppies in there, Jake. There you go. Alright, up next is Devil and I. I mean, it's Paul ATX.
Oh!
So they got the Streets of Rage for the Game Gear, and then they picked up the Superman X-Men Arcade Revenge. Yeah, that is so true. You do kind of have to walk in with blinders, though, so that you don't accidentally, like, or you don't go, oh, I need that, or I want that. You know what's really funny, though, Chef, is that for living in a small town outside of Austin, well, it's not really a small town, but I mean, like, for living, you know, in a city outside of Austin, we have so many people that are in the exact same town as us. Like, that are our regular customers. We have like 4 or 5. We have more people in our city than we do in Austin. We have more people in our city than we do in like Chicago. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so that was Paul ATX. Alright, we just got a few more left. Aw, little Graham. So I'm guessing Quick Flip Eric is the one that got the box of stuff.
Yo.
Okay. So I'll wait to get his last. All right. So up next is Peznev. Peznev got Star Cruiser. It's missing the manual, but it's still sealed. And then he got the Musha. CIB. I just found out these are perforated.
Oh, did you were cutting them?
Yeah, I've been cutting them.
Why? Because you just found out they were perforated.
I just told you.
Slow down.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. He was like, wait a second, wait. You're like, yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm like, you're so tall. Dude, you're like, well, I mean, I'm short. So, but you're definitely like, what, like 6'4"?
Oh, he's easily 6'8". General says you're 6'8".
I don't like that. I need a bigger box.
Like all your box.
I am.
Why do you do that? No, put it back so it's all everywhere.
Now, if it weren't an $800 game, I would be okay with it going in the smaller box. I just don't feel safe with it just kind of going in there like that. Like, it's not bad, but it's just not how I want it. That's much better. That's better. Alright, that is Peznev. He's gonna be like, I don't know why I have this huge old box. And be like, well, it's because. Alright. So Ricky Diamonds won some Pocky. I wonder if they're gonna have the next generation of these Pocky when we go there.
Oh, yeah. Remember they said that as soon as they sold out, they were out.
I'm talking about like the next Street Fighter version.
Well, probably. I don't know. Street Fighter 6 is the next one that comes out. It's possible.
Alright, that was Ricky Diamonds. Diesel, stop, please. Alright, so up next is Rob Cave. Rob Cave picked up Samurai Showdown for the Genesis. 6-7. Dang. Yeah, you're freaking tall. Yeah, he said Price of Right rules. So since you went over, you fell off the avalanche.
That does not count. That was the closest.
That's what Jake says.
Whatever.
Jake from State Farm says I win.
I should have around enough basketball players to know what a 6'7", 6'8" person's like. That's why I knew he was 6'8". He wears boots. He's 6'8", 6'7" without his shoes on. Don't lie to me, Jake. Jake from State Farm. I want to hear it. That day he was 6'8". He wore big boots.
Alright, so up next is Rudy Papers. Rudy Papers picked up Eternal Champions. I feel like I played this game before.
Yep.
Probably did. I also played, there was some stupid helicopter game that I played a lot. It was fun. You're like a helicopter and you have to fight like a tank and stuff. All right. Up next is Spizzle. Spizzle also got some Pocky. And last but not least, before we do the big box, is Troll X Architect. And I, honestly, y'all, I was like, oh, I'm just going to, last one's going to be super simple. I'm just going to put it in an envelope. No, ma'am. Mega Man, $210 game, y'all. Jake says he's not wearing khakis. You know my rule, y'all. If it's over $50 game, it goes in a box, regardless of if it's first class or not. So, all right. So we're on our last item, or our last buyer for this show, and then I'm gonna take a break, reset, and then we'll
clean up the area a little bit.
Go on to the next show. So this is Quick Flip Eric. And it says they only got 8 items, but that's a lot more than 8 items in that box.
It's not.
Okay, so they picked up a Sega MK 1631 Genesis console system with game slot. Comes with 1 controller, Sonic 2, and 9 sports games. Then they picked up a Sega Genesis Model 2 console, Sonic 2 CIB plus 6 CIB games.
Which is the one that's in the box.
Yes, I understand that. That's why it says CIB. Then they picked up a Super Nintendo system.
Horrible. For Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I see that. Yellow decks, cracked corners, etc., etc. Then they picked up a GameCube bundle with a silver console and a black OEM controller with a memory card. And then they picked up a Sega Saturn V2 console with Virtua Fighter 2 with console cords and controller. Alright. We'll start with the Sega Genesis. It's right here. Yes. I did pack your already. We're on the
last big item for the Sega show.
Yeah, we're on the last item for the Friday show right now.
Yeah.
Your dogs will appreciate a longer break between the shows. Yeah. Yeah, Andy, I packed yours.
It's going to be at least 15 minutes between this next show and this one.
Yeah.
Because I have to go upstairs, get Pokemon stuff. We got to clean up the area down here so we have room to do stuff.
Nope. This is going to have to go in 2 boxes.
Why?
Because if I lay this flat, there's not going to be enough room for the rest of the stuff that's in there.
So lay it on it. Leave it on its side.
It's too tall if I leave it on its side. It sticks out over the box. That's fine. I can pack the Nintendos in 1 box. I'll be right back.
You know you can go back and separate.
Yes, I'm going to do that right now. So you can entertain them for the 2 minutes it's going to take you.
Entertain them. Oh, yeah. I can do that. You're 6'8". I'm playing this Street Fighter game. It's for your phone. Don't play it. Trust me, you don't want to play it. You're already a week behind too, so it's no fun. But you build characters, and then you take the characters and you fight against other stuff. Here, I'll show you a fight. Let's see if I lose or not. I've been having a hard time with this round. Oh, still going. I lost. No, it's not what the Pucky code for. The Pucky code is for to play the original Street Fighter 2 on the PC, I believe. So, yeah. And if you don't want to open up your boxes, I have a box that's open. I can just tell you what the code is. I have to go look at it. Not a problem. Miss Mouse is back! Yay! What are you doing, bro? Bringing in all that dirt inside.
All right. ahead and put that on the bottom. Alright, so here's the CIB.
6 games.
6 games. So we got football, basketball, golf, Desert Strike. Was this the game? Maybe that was the game.
Probably was.
No. And then NHL 96. Sorry, I gotta pull all the Nintendo stuff out. That's a Sega one.
For the loose one. Yeah, I put the box on the grip wall.
That's a Nintendo. So there's 4 Nintendos. Caught it. Nintendo. Alright. We got all these loose carts. Sorry, y'all. Alright, we've got the Game Gear.
You say Game Gear.
GameCube. Got a GameCube controller. Got a GameCube power brick. Goes there. Can you clean that, please? Got the power brick for the Sega. We're gonna put that with the GameCube stuff. Basically just trying to give myself a nice flat surface to be able to put the Sega box on top. I just don't want to put a bunch of weight on top of it.
Should bubble up really good.
I'm going to bubble it up really good, but regardless, you don't want to put like 5 pounds of weight on top of a box. Like the hard-shelled cases of the consoles are one thing, but
You just have to assume that the USPS, even if you put it at the top, they might have to put it on at the top.
that's why I put arrows on them. Alright, so here's the Virtual Fighter with the manual. So we'll put that in an envelope.
No.
Okay. Actually, I should probably wait to put the console in first. Alright, so we got the Sega Saturn in there. We have room for the Sega to go in there. General will finish cleaning up that Sega. On that. How's it looking, baby? Yeah, they did go nuts on Friday. Alright, so we've got our Sega Genesis.
Cause I'm a genie in the bottle. You gotta run me the right way. I'm a genie in the bottle.
It's Quick Flip Eric, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna resell all this stuff.
Oh no, we discussed that.
No. They were saying somebody went crazy on the games, and I'm saying, you know.
Well, I gave him deals so he could flip them.
Okay, that might work. Putting in all the loose carts. All the carts have been cleaned.
All the cart. Good. All the cart.
Mm-hmm. We have the Sega in there, we have the Saturn in there. Let's see how big this is. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool.
nice to say. I'm a genie in the fire. Genie in the fire.
Got the controller. Got the Saturn controller. Got the GameCube controller. Another Sega controller. AV or RF thingy. Alright, so that's the first box. That's the first one. Yeah, that explains it. Oh, I could probably put this in a smaller box. I wonder if I could fit 4 into that. Probably not. But I could probably put 4 into it if I double stacked it. thank y'all so much for hanging out with us while we're getting all this stuff packed. I appreciate it. Definitely helps keep me moving. One, two. Three. Four. One, two, three, four. Alright, last Nintendo, and then I just gotta get the controllers at the top. One, two. Four. We'll put four more in there. There we go. Alright, we are almost done. I just gotta get this last little bit of tape on here, get the shipping label, and then we're gonna take a momentary hiatus. while we get prepped for the last show. Alrighty. Alright, y'all. So that is the end of the Sega Super Show. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Give us like 15 to 20 minutes. We'll get set up for the next show. And then we'll be packing until we're finished. So thank y'all again for hanging out. And I will see y'all